My name is Bobby Daniels, and Justin Albee and I are partners in a project called the Sawmill Farm. Justin and I live in Sitka, Alaska, a city of about 8,800 people in southeast Alaska on Baranof Island. Being on an island, all of our groceries are barged into Sitka. If we don't hunt it or fish it ourselves, it comes into Sitka on a barge. Likewise, all of our garbage is barged out. We don't have an incinerator or a landfill here, and all of the garbage is barged to Washington and then trucked to a landfill in eastern Washington. Cast-off food from the grocery stores and restaurants is actually barged out of here at the highest rate that the city pays because it is considered non-recyclable garbage. I serve on the board of Fortress of the Bear here in Sitka, which is a sanctuary for orphaned bear cubs. But another attraction at Fortress of the Bear is a public petting farm that was started 11 years ago. It wasn't long after starting the farm that we saw the potential of some of the residents there, particularly the pigs and the poultry. The pigs and the poultry were fed 100% food that was cast off from the grocery stores. We didn't spend a dime on livestock feed. They thrived and reproduced readily, and we always had a waiting list of people ready to buy freezer pigs or any available poultry. We recognized right away how commercially viable the pigs and the poultry were, but a pig farm was way outside the scope of anything that Fortress of the Bear was doing. I, however, was quite intrigued with the idea, and I've been working on it ever since. I knew I couldn't do it by myself, and I've been waiting for the right partner. I've known Justin Albee since he was a little boy, and last year he came back from college to visit family, and we were talking, and he told me that he had known for a long time, actually since he was a little boy, that he wanted to own his own business. I asked him doing what, and he said he really didn't know. He just knew that he wanted to own it himself. I said, well, let me bounce this idea off of you, and I told him what I had done with the pig project and what I thought it could be. He went home and did some independent research on the internet and called me 3 days later and said, I can't stop thinking about this, and I want to do it. He moved back to Sitka, and we've been working on it together ever since. The Path to Prosperity contest came along just at the right time, and when we saw the parameters, we knew it was right up our alley and very, very agreeable to what we were trying to do. Of course, we were thrilled to find out that we're finalists, and we're thrilled to find out what happens in January as well. Our project is ready to start, and we expect to have freezer pigs ready to sell within 15 months of bringing pigs to Sitka. That's the first phase of the project, and it will go just pretty much exactly the way Fortress of the Bear raised pigs, except we're going to contract with the city to be paid the amount of money that they're currently paying to barge that garbage to Washington. They'll pay to the farm instead. That money is going to stay here and create jobs and sales tax and keep that money local while it supports providing local food, which is very hard to come by here on this island right now. So phase one is us raising pigs and getting ready to sell freezer pigs. Until we have a USDA compliant slaughterhouse, we can only sell pigs or shares of pigs and of course the poultry. We can't sell meat like pork chops or ham. Phase two involves buying that USDA compliant mobile slaughterhouse. They're currently being manufactured in Bellingham, Washington. They are in a 36-foot trailer that can be pulled behind a tractor. That way we can take it anywhere we need to slaughter and process pigs. The reason that's important is that part of phase two is also expanding the farm operation to other communities in southeast Alaska. Every town and village in southeast Alaska has the same garbage disposal issues that Sitka does, and we think that there should be pigs being raised all over southeast Alaska, however many as the food waste will support. The bottleneck in doing that is getting the little pigs in the first place, which is extremely expensive to bring them here, and of course there's no way to get them processed right now. Once we have the breeding stock here, ferrying the weanling pigs around southeast Alaska is not difficult or expensive, and so that takes care of that problem. And the mobile slaughterhouse will make it so that animals can be processed all over southeast Alaska whenever they're ready. We have tremendous community support for this because everyone recognizes at every level that everybody benefits from this project. Consumers benefit because they will have a source of locally grown, hormone and antibiotic-free pork and poultry, which is not available here now. Because of contracting with the city and being paid to take that food waste out of the system, our prices for those meat products is going to be very comparable to what we're paying now at the grocery stores. The city benefits because that money is already being spent, but right now it's being lost to Washington. Instead, it will stay local, create jobs, and revolve here as sales tax revenues for the city. The grocery stores are excited because it's going to reduce their garbage disposal costs. The restaurants and lodges are excited because once we get the slaughterhouse here and we're able to sell meat, we can also produce gourmet smoked hams and sausages. And the restaurants and lodges are already asking how long that's going to take before that happens. We are ready to get started. We're very excited for this contest, and we are very grateful for your support. Thank you very much for considering our project.